Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all doing well. Today's going to be my March monthly budget. So I'm going to go through and show you how my budget has turned out, and then I've got a little bit of cash stuffing to do, and I have some explaining to do with some cash. So that'll be in my binders in a little bit. And I've also got a little bit of money that's going to go in my 100 envelope challenge, aka the big boys. So that is what today's video is, so I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to zoom in and then we can get started. Okay, so as you guys know, if you've been here for a while, the money that I'm currently budgeting with is all coming out of an emergency fund, because now that I'm self-employed, I'm sort of living off of savings and a little bit of the money that I'm earning from being a virtual assistant. And all the money for this month is just from my emergency fund. None of it's coming out of my business account, and I'll explain a little bit of why at the end. So I'm just going to jump in and do this. So for March I'm taking £400 out of my emergency fund, so overall that leaves me with £2,143.78. So we've still got a little bit there. I think if I'm super frugal and really careful, that should last me until about June, maybe July at a push. After that I will really be having to rely on what I'm bringing from my business, which at the minute is not a huge amount, and again I'll explain that at the end. And I'll also be doing my February income as a virtual assistant video. Either would have been up before this or be after this, I can't remember how I'm uploading these, but that will show you why February was a bit of a low income month. Right, so first up we have the bills and subscriptions. So I have £75 of bills and subscriptions, and again, if you're new, I live with my dad and he doesn't charge me rent or utilities. I just cook him dinner, do his laundry, I buy all my own food shopping, pay for everything myself. Like, he's wonderful, my dad's fantastic. So that's why my bills and subscriptions are super duper low. I've also cut out I think 2 subscriptions from here that are now exclusively coming from my business account because they are business expenses, so that has dropped a little bit. I am going to give myself £65 this month for fun money, so that fun money can be anything. So for example, one of the things I bought last month was a brand new laptop case, because I have a laptop which I got I think November, and I don't have a case for it. It's actually still in its original like cloth packaging that it comes in, which isn't very good, and I was like, I think I need one of them. So it's stuff like that. And for challenges, once I budgeted everything from £400, I had £28 left. So £28 is going in my 100 envelope challenge, which I'll do at the end once I've done all the cash stuffing. Now into my savings section. If you didn't see my check-in the other day, you'll notice that my holiday one has gone down. We purchased the flights, the car hire, and paid off the remaining villa balance this week. And we have paid for our Esters, but it hasn't come out of my account at the moment. So that is what I've got in there, but the Esters are like £17, so that will obviously drop down a little bit. But as it's not come out of the account yet, I'm budgeting with what I have in the account at the current moment. And my retirement, let's just say I was a bit naughty and I took some of the money out because I was like, at this point I sort of need the money to live off now rather than later in life. I know that's not good, so I've only got £20 left in retirement, but do you know what, I don't care. It was a I need the money now situation and not when I'm 80. But anyway, so for savings this month, the first 3 are not getting anything because I don't need to put anything in holiday. General is just there as like a buffer, and retirement is whatever at this point. Gifts, I'm going to actually put in £13 for gifts just so I can round this up. So I think the next thing I've got to come out is a Mother's Day present. I don't have any birthdays that I need to buy anything for until July, and I think between now and then it's just Mother's Day and Father's Day. There is Easter, but I'm not going to be doing Easter presents for anyone this year because I just don't have the money for it. And then I have a couple of birthdays. I think I've got one in September that I need to buy for, one in October, and 2 in December. So I don't have a lot of birthdays left because a lot of people that I have birthdays with, they don't actually have presents, they just get a card from me, and I bought all the cards on Boxing Day, so that's pretty cool. So cash envelopes, you might notice that the camera section has gone, and I've actually pulled the envelope out. I'm going to just redistribute this money into my other cash categories, because at the minute, and I've said this many times, I'm filming on a camera that is at the moment absolutely perfect, and if for some reason the camera does go, I do have a camera on my phone. It won't be as good quality and the sound quality is not as good as what it is on my camera, but I have a camera. So I feel like I'm just wasting money putting this aside at the minute when my camera, I've had this for like 3 or 4 years and I've not had a single issue with it yet. It's not falling apart, nothing's broken on it. Occasionally it'll have a little trouble reading the SD card, but that's normally because I've done something to the SD card as opposed to the camera. So I'm just going to redistribute this. And in the camera category, I have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50 pounds. So that I am literally just going to redistribute amongst this, because honestly I don't need a new camera, and like I said, if it does go, I do have my phone, and if that then doesn't work and I can't make YouTube videos, then I just can't make YouTube videos. I'd find a way. I normally do. I'm pretty sure I've got a really old camera somewhere else, but the sound on that sounds like it's been filmed on a potato, so who knows. But yes, I've just taken out, so that at £50 is being distributed as a 10 to fun. I'm not doing anything for medication because I don't need anything probably until April, because I got quite a lot over Christmas, so I don't need to get anything for that. Outings is also getting 10. Jodie's wedding I'm going to pop in 20, and my purse I'm going to do 10. So for Jodie's wedding, she and her fiance have asked that we don't buy them presents, but we can donate money if we wish. Camera cut me off as I was explaining about the wedding. Yes, so they've asked for money as opposed to gifts because they're quite happy with everything that they've got. However, this will also be going towards anything hen party related. I do have outings money for the hen party, but I also sort of need to save some of that for when me and my mum go to see Luke Combs at the end of the year. So yeah, I just wanted to pad that out a little bit more, just so I've got something. And purse is just getting 10, so I've got £50 in there, and I think until I actually get down to maybe £10 in my purse, I won't be putting anything else in there, so we'll see. Then we go over to card 2, which is my digital sinking funds and just digital spending in general. So this is one I have to track like religiously, and I wasn't going to put a huge amount in this month. I think in total I'm putting £219 onto the card, which is spread out between the different categories. And you've also noticed from last month I got rid of all the pennies because it was just pissing me off. So all of them pennies actually then added up to like £2 something, and that went into the emergency funds so it could sort of be redistributed a little bit more evenly. I don't like working with pennies, and I did it last month and I persevered through it, but I just didn't like it because the page looked messy. And yeah, they're just all solo numbers again. So I currently have £1,172 in the account. We're adding in £219, which if my maths is correct comes out to £1,391 once everything is added in. So let me show you where the money is going. So as I've got £21 already left in food, normally I would redistribute that or maybe put it into a challenge, but I thought no, at the current moment, because again, not earning a huge amount and I sort of need the money because I need to eat, I'm going to keep that in there. We're just going to pop in £150. I normally give myself £180 a month for food. This only comes out to 171, so it's not like a huge amount that I'm missing. It does mean I just maybe have to be a little bit more careful on the stuff that I'm buying, maybe go for cheaper alternatives. The problem is I've got a really bad peanut and tree nut allergy, and a lot of the cheaper alternatives contain that. So like I can have Dairy Milk, Galaxy, Nestle, stuff like that, but if I go for a supermarket own brand, a lot of the time I'm allergic to it, and even if it just says may contain nuts, I don't really want to chance it. So yeah, we're just gonna have to try and think maybe like cheaper food ideas for dinner, like meal ideas. I think meal planning, I should probably start doing that properly again. Like I have a rough idea of like I need 5 dinners a week because I'm out one of the nights, and then one of them we normally have takeout, but then I sort of don't follow that. So we need to plan that a bit more. Takeout, I'm popping in an extra 10. Dining out, I'm going to do 2 just to round that up. Car, I'm doing 6 to round that one up. A lot of this is just added in so I can round all the numbers out a little bit. Fuel, getting 3, so that becomes 90. I filled my car up, I think the 2nd or 3rd week of January, I can't remember which. I've still got over 3/4 of a tank, because at the minute all I'm really doing is going from my house to my friends, mine to town, and that's kind of it, because now I'm working from home, I'm not driving all the time. And even when I was working and having to go out pretty much every day, I was only going through like 3/4 of a tank a month still, so if it saves me a bit of money, it saves a bit of money. Toiletries, I'm going to do 4. I did a huge toiletries clear out the other day. I think I mentioned this in my check-in video. I worked out all the stuff that I needed to purchase last time we did a food shopping, because I did all my toiletries on the food shop unless I can't find them, in which case Amazon is heaven. And I've got like plenty of stuff, and I was like, oh, I don't have any more face cleanser. I'm like, I'm sure I had some somewhere and I cannot find it. And I was like, oh, I've got enough to last me 2 days, and the food shopping's coming in 4, so that wasn't good. So a couple of days I was like, I just improvise with something else. So if I can pop that in so it goes up to 30, that should last me another couple of months. And any toiletries that I need for my holiday, I'm going to be taking out of my holiday savings account, because it's specifically for holiday, and I think I will have a few hundred left over, so again, we'll see. Fashion, I'm not doing anything in fashion. There's already 15 in there, I'm happy to leave that. Miscellaneous, I'm going to do 15, because I like to have lots in miscellaneous. Christmas, I'm going to add in an extra 10. I have still done no Christmas shopping yet, and normally by now, at this time of year, so specifically, sorry, I'll get my words out, because it's almost March, I've normally bought like 3 or 4 things by now. I bought nothing. I'm just going to see what I can put together. If I have to make presents for people this year because I haven't got the money, then so be it, I'll just get crafty. But yeah, yeah, it's not a good financial situation that we're in at the minute, but we're doing okay, and we're persevering. Disney, let's see, so Disney's not getting anything because we've got the full amount we need for that. Dentist, I'm going to pop in 13 to put us up to 20. I think my next checkup isn't until like July, and that's going to be £92, so I will have to throw a lot more over. But now that I've done most of my business stuff for the year, the money that I'm making I should be able to keep hold of now, because I don't think there's anything else that's coming out other than my annual things, which aren't until later in the year, and I've already got money for them. But again, I'll explain that when we get down to the bottom here in a minute. AVG, as it turns out, is actually £79.99 a year, not £74.99 they've upped to it. So I need another 5 in there. Planner, I'm not adding anything to that because they're still 50, and at the moment I'm okay. I do need to get some more sticker kits soon, but I think I can probably wait until maybe early summer to get them, because I'm trying to use up what I've got. And outings is getting a very measly £1, just so that becomes 320. I don't know why, I like to have nice rounded numbers, and I realise the only one that's not going to be a rounded number is the food one, where it becomes £171, but I'm okay with that. I can look past it. So I will now just pop this back open. Okay, you are now all zoomed out, so I just need to put the current numbers back in here. The one thing I did mention I needed to explain was down here, my pen fell off. So my business account, I think, how much did I have left last month? Let's have a look. So I had £347.95 left last month. Pretty much all the money that I got paid in February has now come back out of my account. So I have only got £202.12 left. So 150, I think 154, something like that, had to come out my account because I use a website or an app called Later to do all of my social media scheduling, because it is a godsend. And I thought, do you know, instead of me paying monthly, which would cost me more, if I just get the annual one, I get like 2 months for free, or like 2.5 months for free, I think it worked out as. And even though it's an American site, it was $180, it worked out as like £153 or £154. So that all came out. And I've now got them other 2 bills and subscriptions that I mentioned. They're about £33 a month. It sort of fluctuates because one of them again is American, so they've got to do like whatever the current exchange rate is. That came out of the accounts. All of that together, I think this month from February, I'm minus like 3p, I think my software said. So yeah, and then everything that had to come out in February came out as well, so from February that amount went down to about 310, 305, something like that. So we've not lost like a huge amount, like I'm still only down £100, but hopefully that is everything now that I need to pay for my business. I shouldn't have any other software that I need, because if there is any other software I need, the clients have to pay for it now, because I have everything that I actually specifically need for my needs. So that's where we're at. So because it went so low, I didn't want to take too much out, because again I still need like a few months worth of the monthly subscriptions to come out. So yes, that's where we're at. That's why all of this has just come out of my emergency fund this month. I hope that makes sense. I think it did. Anyway, so that's that done in there now, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm now going to do off camera, just put the new totals in so it's ready. And then I will do the, oh I forgot I had coins there, do the cash stuffing with you in a second. So give me 1 second and I will be right back with you because of, you know, editing magic. Okay, so that was that all done. The numbers are all on the page. So all I now need to do is my cash stuffing and my challenge. So like I said, obviously the camera account has gone, so this is where most of that money has come from. Right, so up first we have my fun money, which has, you know, a fair bit in it still. That's fine. And we are adding a 10 to that. So this should come out to 120. 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115, 120. That's quite a nice amount to have in there. We're going to a market next weekend, so I'll be taking that with me. Medication isn't getting anything. Outings is getting an extra 10. Oh, it's got a bent corner. I don't know why. I don't like money to be like folded, or you know them wallets where it's like a 3 thing and it sort of like folds in on each other. I hate it. I can't deal with it. So this should be £210. That is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210. Not bad. Not bad at all. Next is Jodie's wedding, and this is getting a 20. Is that right? I feel like I've messed up somewhere, but it's fine. Right, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, no, 100, yeah, 110, 120. Oh no, have I met? Wait, did I put money in here and I haven't wrote it down? I think I have. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120. When did I put another 10 in here? What? Oh, maybe I put some more in when I did that huge stuffing at the start of the year and I didn't count it. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120. Okay, well there's 120 in there, so cool. Just grab my green pen and edit that in the book because, okay, that is very confusing, but sure, we've got an additional 10 in there. That's fine. Is that right? Yes, it is. It's all coming back to me now. Yes, okay. I did. I put more money in there and I didn't. Yeah, I didn't in between November and December. Yeah, I've not added in the January bit. That's fine. I'll sort that out later. Good God, I thought I was going crazy then. Right, and the last £10 is going in my purse. My very, look at this purse. It's completely broken. My friend Lauren got me this for I think my 26th or 27th birthday. I'm 30 now, I've had it for a while, and I do this bit off camera because I used to always show my card details and we're not here for that. So we are adding £10 into my purse. And that is that now done, so that's that sorted. I can't believe I've got an extra 10 in that wedding one and I have no memory of me doing it. I'm pretty sure it is from my big stuffing that I did. Anyway, I should now have £28 left. Yes, I do. I don't know if I've already crossed 28 off of this challenge. Move this book out of the way. So this is the 100 envelope challenge. I was inspired to do this after watching Pounds of Potential, and it's going to take me bloody ages to do this, but we're gonna try anyway. So have I done 28? No, I haven't. So we've got numbers 10, 20, 33 and 100 crossed off, so this is £28. I'm going to pop in the envelope. So again, I mean, how many months in are we now? This is the 3rd month, and what, the week 9 I think we're on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 4 weeks behind technically, which isn't terrible, but it's not great. So we're looking for number 28 in here. There it is. If I can get it out. These envelopes are so big. Selena, if you're watching, I hope you're not laughing. I got 20, 25, 27, 28. So again, it's not one of the big ones, granted, but my theory is once I get maybe about £500 where I don't have to touch it in my business account, I'll start taking more money out to start filling this in. I'm also still doing my penny challenge as well, so I've got 2 challenges on the go. I think I'm probably going to focus more on the penny challenge this year, but if I can chuck this in when I can, then I will. Oh Lord. And then that just goes at the back facing the opposite way, and then this goes at the front. And yes, there is a fair bit of, like, if I can get this in the screen, there's a fair bit of room here, so when the envelopes do start getting a bit more filled up, they shouldn't expand out the box too much, because originally this box had 150 envelopes in it and I've obviously only got 100 in there, so 50 have been taken out. But yes, that's my 100 envelope challenge done for this week. Well, that is my budget for March done. Again, it's not a huge amount, but that is enough. I mean, I am still very, very, very happy that I managed to hustle and do challenges last year that helped pad this out, otherwise I would be completely screwed right now. I worked out that the money in my emergency account, I had enough to get me through to the end of March, so the fact that I've still got over £2,000 in there at the minute, very, very good. I have been a bit naughty and taken a couple of extra £100 out throughout the course of January and February just to fund other things that were not in my original budget, which I do slightly regret doing that. So there's a few online games that I'm having to ban myself from playing because I just think, oh, only £10 here and there, it's not a huge amount of money that I'm spending. But when your income is only just over £200 a month at the moment, it's not great to keep dropping like 50, 60 quid on an online game. So I'm going to try in March to do a lot better with my no spend days. So I think what March has 31 days. I'm going to aim for maybe 23, 24 no spend days throughout March. Somewhere around about there, but definitely more than 21, because I feel 21 no spend days, that leaves me with 10 spend days. I want to try and narrow that down. So that's going to be my sort of challenge for March, and hopefully we'll do better. I don't want to take any money this month out of my emergency fund or any of my other savings accounts unless I actually need to. So like the holiday account, that one will go down because we still need to do, like I said, the Estes are coming out, so that will drop down a little bit. We still need to do our insurance, we still need to get all of our money exchanged over the next few months. I'm going to probably take out about £100 to get some holiday clothes as well, just so I've got some nice things to wear when we're out there. Obviously we've got a few months until we go anyway, so I don't have to like worry completely about it. But yeah, this will be nice if I can stick to it this month. And that's why I'm doing my check-ins weekly now instead of every other week, because I thought that would keep me a little bit more on track, and I really want to show you guys that I'm not spending like stupid amounts of money on things that I don't need. Don't get me wrong, there will be some days where I'm having a moment and I think, do you know what, I'm just going to buy it anyway and I will regret it afterwards, but we're going to try and do better in March. So January wasn't fantastic, but it was really good for income for my business. February, it was an alright month. We didn't get a lot of money for the business, but we're getting there. We're still trying to get more clients, but I will do a virtual assistant monthly income video with you guys soon. And yeah, that is my March budget. So thank you very much for watching. I think it was a bit rambly and long-winded, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, because that would mean so much. And I will see you guys in a video again very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!